Hey everyone, this is your host Chris G from Blurred's Eye View. And if you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Here, let me explain. First, it's free. You definitely can't beat that. Plus, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership, and it's everything you need to make a podcast and more. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Aren't you tired of talking heads just talking? Black Gamut Entertainment is vowing to change the industry. We podcast with a purpose, and our shows have goals. If you want to help make a change, then come join the Black Gamut family. Together, we make a difference.
I was talking to this one of my African American customers in Baltimore, and she was telling me about when she moved to Cleveland to work, the white men would say she's not like other neck twirlers, and I had never heard of shit like that before.
Oh my!
Like I
What
wish,
is a neck twirler? You say?
I wish your motherfucker would.
What is this neck twirling
You're
that
not
you
like
guys
the
have
other
done?
neck twirlers. I'm like, what in the white man fuck is that?
White man fuck.
The haberdashery of it all.
See, you're shocked. I never heard of that shit.
What is a neck twirler?
You know what a neck twirler is.
You know what a neck twirler is.
Exactly.
Oh, one of those that break their neck in every conversation. The slinky
I never
necks.
knew it was a thing.
Goddamn slinky necks.
And she was like, I guess, they comment on how you don't talk like the neck twirling. And I'm like, the fact that he had enough nerve to say neck twirlers.
Oh, they're comfortable.
Neck twirlers.
That was
They're
like
comfortable.
He was outdone. He was just like,
we actually had a conversation.
Kind of interesting that you even made that term up.
As Brandy knows, I will talk
I don't
about
think he
race
made that
and
up.
politics right at my booth. I don't give a shit.
Oh,
And
he
so
sure doesn't.
we talked for like an hour about
Neck
how, as a black
twirlers.
man that's kind of burly, I've never experienced that, and I probably never will. Where somebody
Never.
people
And what I
comment on how
love
I
about
talk.
like Terry will go in about that, and he's such a businessman. He can turn it on and off like that. He'll go in and about that, and then he'll be like, "So you was looking at the Miles Morales, like just like
Yeah,
that at the
Oh, I
booth."
know.
I
I
love it.
experienced when
I
back
love
in March,
it.
when I seen you back in March, before the world ended or closed down or whatever
Right.
you call it.
It's,
You
a
had-
NASCAR pit stop.
Before the
Yeah,
Avatar
yeah.
left us, he vanished.
Damn.
He'll be back in
before
1,000 years.
Yeah, we
before
got
get-
time.
Yeah, before we get into furthermore into the discussion, there's a little segment we did. We haven't done it in a while.
Oh, because the neck twirlers wouldn't let us.
Jesus Christ! But we have a thing.
I want that to be an elemental
I
power
want that
now.
to be like
I would neck twirling like you're an airbender. Well,
I'm a neck twirler.
I'm a neck twirler.
A 4th level air bending neck
Neck
twirler.
twirler.
Fourth
try.
level. It's
Oh,
a segment
God.
we call in this week in geek culture history. So this week of December 13th, really, the Amazing Spider-Man 1963 issue number 314 that dropped. It was a Christmas Eve issue, actually, and it was by Dave Michelin and Tom McFarlane. Peter Parker and Mary Jane Watson are evicted from their home because, Peter can't keep a freaking job to save his life.
First black superhero.
Black
Yeah.
nigga. Fucking Negroes can't keep a job and always spinning their webs.
Not saying fucking Negro.
He can't keep a woman. Can't keep a
Can't keep a
job.
woman or a
keep a
job.
job.
God damn it.
Right. I'm like, damn.
Peter,
Costume
I always say
stinking.
Spider-Man was the first. If anybody's gonna be black,
It was
It's
Peter
Peter
It
Parker.
was gonna be
It was
Peter
gonna be
Parker.
Uncle got shot.
He got all the makings.
Look,
The
look,
elements.
live with his
Isn't he from
auntie. Only black
Live with
people
his
live
aunt.
what is he living? Queens?
Queens.
Queens.
Anyway,
yeah.
what were you saying, Chris?
Sorry.
In 2000,
Neck
in
twirling bastard.
2018, right? In 2018,
Black
on December
bastard.
14th, we got the release of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, so that was a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
December 15th of 1971, Beast, Dr. Hank McCoy showed his furry form for the first time in Amazing Adventures number 11 by Jerry Conway and
Now
Tom
that's a
Sutton.
man.
And tell Beast to stop shitting on my lawn.
I knew he was gonna go there with it. That's still such a great line.
I love Deadpool.
Oh man. Skipping ahead to December 16th, Television #1 was released on this date in 1954. December 17th in 1985, Artie Maddox, which is one of the mutants from X-Men, who was nonverbal but could express himself using images that he put out mentally. And
What do they call that? It's onomatopoeia. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mayday
Come on,
Parker.
public school.
Yeah, Mayday Parker. In 1997, Avengers relaunched their Heroes Reborn series as a part of their Heroes Return with Avengers #1. You get introduced to people like Mayday Parker, aka Spider-Girl, who was in the future. 2008, Victoria Hand debuted in Invincible Iron Man #8. War of the Kings, a massive cosmic crossover event, was premiered in X-Men Kingbreaker #1. December 18th, 1996, Hulk and Doctor Strange crossed over to the Heroes Reborn universe in Incredible Hulk #450. And that was it for this week, actually.
That is.
Hell of a week.
Yeah.
It's a lot done.
With the
in a
except,
week.
a lot of week, especially that.
Hey, if you
Also
could
this week in
enable,
history.
Or enable screen sharing, I got a little sneak peek for y'all.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on.
Not only do we get black superpowers on the 21st, we get a sneak peek. I love this.
All right, let me get this together here so I can share that.
So exciting.
Lean into it.
Yeah, let's just
Lean into it.
Knock yourself out, Terry.
All right, give me 1 second.
I'm
should've-
excited.
I should have been ready beforehand.
Oh, this
So I already
this is
showed
amazing.
Brandy this one, even though she's gonna still react to it. Like
This is a
I
Blur's Eye
am.
View exclusive. I should be getting on the Patreon and make you bastards pay for this. But,
Which is the which is the male version of OnlyFans.
Well, I'm about to say that's only. I literally was gonna say that.
I keep telling people that Patreon is the male
it's the
version of
the
OnlyFans. Except for we don't show as much skin and we show nerdy stuff. It's
that's the problem. Show us your tits.
oh my, that is
Oh,
amazing.
I didn't
like it.
see this.
Okay, this one is.
Oh my god, I love.
Damn,
that
I
look
need
dope.
that.
You always
For
trying to get
real.
my money. I don't have no more space on these walls.
I will find a space for that. They got Jordans on too. I need that. That's for the
Yeah,
culture.
them the shoes.
I
Oh my
need that.
God.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, I saw that.
I like
I
that.
need that one too.
I just need him. If you look like him, hit me up. Oh, so you're Brandy on IG. What's up?
Lowered expectations.
I mean, if she bag a dude like this, then she.
How yeah, but how is
game.
that low expectation? I'm winning.
Oh,
Is
no,
he
I
from
don't know why I'm
Cleveland? He
showing
ain't gonna
you
have
that.
something wrong.
Not if he's from Cleveland.
Oh, this one,
It's
I
gonna
got
be
two
something wrong.
versions. I got the ballet shoes. and
Oh,
I got the
okay.
Jordans one. Just
Yeah, the
because,
Jordans one's
but
definitely
really, you
hard.
can
The
frame
Jordan
it
one
out.
definitely killing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
But I like both of them.
I know the sneakerheads out
Go
there.
back to the colored one with the
No,
beard.
but you know what? That's what really made Miles stand out. That the fact that he was sporting Jordans,
Yeah.
how everybody wants that version
Mm-hmm.
of
I
Jordans.
I went for my
So
son when he wanted to
I actually gave him the
cosplay.
Jordan 11s in mine just to change it
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
up. Just because, and I mean, Gwen, I don't think she ever had J's, but I was
No.
like, how come no J's for Gwen?
Oh, that's great. I need that though.
It's,
That's a
I
dope
really like that.
Yeah, and then there's.
Oh, there goes my next stimulus check.
I know, right? That's how he gets you. That's how he gets you.
This is how I get. So
I'm gonna
here's
get that for
here's
my
the
wife.
Here's the hot girl that's gonna go with the hot man.
Oh.
Oh, come on.
Oh, we gonna have the. Oh, we about to have a gift set like the Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and JFK.
You
It's
are
gonna
so
be Hawk Girl,
stupid.
Hawk Man on the walls. I need both of them now.
Yeah,
His and hers.
got me,
Well,
dog.
they had a episode of Justice League where they showed like in the past of the Thanagarians, and they kind of had these cooler
Mhm.
armors that look like this and not the wing thing. So I was like, I'm gonna lean into that, make them brown, make them look more Egyptian.
Yeah, that's
you-
dope.
Because
you
let's
jumped
face
into
it, they have
Off
so
the
many
porch.
changes with it. Yeah.
Yeah, they're colored.
Yeah, but yeah, I
mean, it was
really got
Egypt.
on
I've never seen too many.
You know.
Like,
Anywho,
y'all ain't
uh,
right. That's a whole nother
let's-
thing.
So Terry,
let's
how
save
can-
that for the classic episode where we're
Yeah,
not.
for the classic episode.
Cool.
So how can people? You go ahead, and make me host. How can people get a hold of you and get some of this art that you're showing?
Pretty much, look, that name that's in the little bracket there, Terry Huddleston, put art on the end of that, or just spell out most of it, and thanks to my SEO Google thing, I'm like the #1 search thing. But I like brute forced it. Like if you know how much art I got, then imagine that art all tagged with Terry Huddleston.
You're right.
So, I'm like a deadbeat dad of internet. I got a lot of kids
Yes,
out
a
there.
deadbeat dad on the internet.
I got a lot of kids out there when it comes to art. So 13 years of just cranking out art like I'm on cocaine or something. What's funny? Let me tell you a story about cocaine.
Wait, before you
Funny
go on,
story.
is this like the Dave Chappelle, Rick James
No,
story?
it isn't. I just had a
Cocaine's
dumb
a hell of a
thought.
drug.
Like I actually, I drink energy drinks and shit and caffeine. I'm like, man, what are the downsides of cocaine again? Because you hear about like I stayed up for 3 weeks straight. I was like, man, I would love to be
You're
able
like,
to oh, your pleasure
Really?
centers get ruined. Oh yeah. But here's the punchline of that. That's how bad they are at telling you how bad cocaine. You don't think nothing bad about cocaine, do you? You think bad about crack?
Crack, yeah.
Think bad about cigarettes? You don't think nothing. You don't even know what the fuck cocaine does bad. That's
That
all.
does.
Like, yeah.
That does that.
and that let me know, like, cocaine is the white lady of drugs.
yeah.
It is.
God,
Christina Aguilera.
You don't know how dangerous it really is.
Well,
Until you take it.
They kind of sell it differently. Every time you see somebody
it's
doing
that
cocaine,
Christina.
every time they doing cocaine, it's what a fucking baller ass apartment.
Yeah,
yeah,
big
it's
ass
beautiful.
mansion.
They're
off a
snorting it
hooker's
off of like
ass.
a marble table, and I'm just
Yeah.
like,
They ain't never just
It's
like
ivory.
cocaine like
oh yeah,
this,
it's ivory. Yeah, it's nice.
It's like they're
Here
not
comes smoke
racial-
these fine drugs off this elephant tusk.
Oh my God.
And you're like, of course I will.
Oh,
This
do
is
I gotta do
amazing.
something?
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
just go up to your name over where go to participants,
Uh-huh.
and then when your name shows up, just go to more, and then just make me the host. It'll just have our name, just say make me host.
So do I gotta go to yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Why? Okay. Here you go.
And there it is. All right, we good.
Like, why would you give up the throne in the first place?
It's challenge day.
Yes. Is this your king?
I did not know I had the purple flower.
Oh man.
I will fight you for it.
Is this your host? Supposed
Oh
to
my
lead
God,
y'all
yes.
into
Is this
2021?
your host?
Look.
And me and DC gonna be like, damn, is it?
America, look how easy that fucking transition of power was.
Yeah.
Look
Oh,
how easy that was.
one
Goddamn.
button.
Not
Nah,
the
hold it
jump.
on.
He
Not
asked
the
me
jump.
for the hosting period. I was like,
You
oh,
saw
here
that
you
jump?
go. Because,
It wasn't
normalcy
hard.
and all that.
Yeah.
Goddamn. I actually want to write a book called shit I learned from white people that white people forgot.
New York Times
Well,
bestseller. Right there.
Right up there with Charlemagne the God. Whatever
Oh,
the
man.
shit he writing now.
Man, his books are good. He's so
Oh
funny.
my God. All right, so this is our Christmas list episode.
That's what's
So-
up.
Yeah, this is our Christmas wish list episode. So what is it? And this is kind of like what it is that you want, what is it that you want to watch, what are you looking forward to?
World
that
peace
type of
for
thing.
all.
Bye.
Well, so DC, since we started with you, you the game.
What do I want? I want
Yeah.
the new Xbox, son, but I want everybody to stop buying that shit and stop selling that shit for $1,000 on the black market. You can buy a kidney right now cheaper than you can buy an Xbox or PlayStation. Like, this shit is getting out of hand.
And the wait for the kidney will be
The
short.
wait for the kidney is shorter. That bitch will be on your doorstep tomorrow. The Xbox 2022. Like, this shit's getting out of hand.
Amazon drops off the kidneys.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, this shit is getting out of hand. But besides that, I don't know what else I want, man. Like, that's really what I want.
Some Terry Huddleston artwork.
Well, that I do want too. Now that
That's
he's
a
gonna show me the his and
shameless
hers.
plug, and I'll take it.
Yeah, I want that. Everybody else should want that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No, everybody, one of us.
One
I want EA to make a better football game. That's what I also want. Because that shit is bootleg and trash. How you gonna be the only provider of football? Your shit's still trash. I want Cyberpunk to fix their shit because on PlayStation,
Man,
it's
those
trash.
memes.
Oh Jesus!
I don't know. I saw that coming, man.
Yeah,
It was something about that game that was too good to be true.
too good.
And I'm in the minority of thinking that Witcher 3 is overrated. Like, it's not a fun game. I'm sorry. Like, it might be good storytelling, but playing that game ain't fun. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not having
Sandpaper.
minute to minute like woo wee.
No, somebody on my timeline goes live like every night playing it. And I'm like, I'll tune in because I try to support my gaming friends when they're on, the Twitch and stuff. So I'm like, all right, let me go ahead. And then I was like, fuck, what are we doing?
Where is this going?
Where is this going?
What's the payoff? Yeah. What else?
Man, I like how you're like, what else?
It's so much. I want Deadpool 3 to drop earlier than it's supposed to, just because I want to see it, and I really can't wait. That's all I got. I'm really simple this year. I mean, there's been so much that happened. I'm really thankful for everything that's happened. So
And simple is probably the best we can get at this point.
I want Trump to get the fuck out of office, but I think that's
Easily, but don't let that do it for you. Trump,
but here's
Trump
the
is
thing.
like somebody talking shit like, I'm gonna do it. Trump is out of here. He about to go back and live.
Honestly, I would.
Rich
he's actually supposed to be doing what's that show he used to do before he became office? Playboy.
The Apprentice?
Legends? The Apprentice, yeah. He's talking about doing that again.
I just threw up a little bit in my mouth, but
Yeah, didn't we all? You're fired. Everybody, you're
He's
fired.
gonna be talking about I won the election.
Remember when I was president?
Yeah.
I did my thing, and now I'm back on the boardroom office.
No,
Everybody's
I did my
fired.
things. We did great things. There were big things done.
We did big
Lots of
things.
big
It was
things.
huge. It happened hugely. You were there. You saw it.
Everything's so extreme. Like Brandy is the worst mother ever. The worst.
Chris can't host for shit. Gave up power and tried to beg for it back.
He has the best civil rights hair since Frederick Douglass.
Frederick, yes, Frederick.
Y'all seen it, right?
Frederick.
Frederick, man.
Frederick.
Oh my God. Did Frederick?
Frederick.
Best black show ever.
Like, who the hell is Frederick?
Right, like that nigga French. He French, right? And French like who? Here you go. This is your
Frederick
chance.
Douglass,
DC. DC, that was your chance.
Oh,
To
my
do
God.
what?
I said French like who?
Oh, Juicy Smouye
There
is
we
the
go.
best French black actor ever. He did his thing. 3 a.m, he went for Subway. Don't ever get it twisted. He's the gay black Tupac. I said it and I meant it.
There it is.
That
Pretty
means
good,
it's
pretty good. I
true.
dig it. I dig it.
I've been practicing that. Just
No,
for
I
you.
think
That's what you were doing in the mirror before you got it.
I think-
No, I used to do it at school, and the people's like, "You can't do that. He's the president."
Yeah.
Fuck that. I don't give a
What's
fuck.
funny is I could never nail Obama.
Oh, he's hard.
He's rough.
Like, that's-
He's rough.
Yeah, like I could never nail an Obama.
you got to be smooth and still kind of.
You know.
Yeah, because he don't move around a lot, do we?
No,
No.
He's not a fidget.
but he do this a
He'll
lot.
give you this.
It's
He'll
this,
give you
yeah,
this.
it's that.
He does this
Well,
well.
Oh, you know,
we need to
that's-
get together.
that's
We
like
need
Willie
to
Clinton,
go ahead
like,
and we need
I
to
did
put this
not
down, and
let that girl.
we need to make sure that Trump.
Me
She did
and-
not.
my favorite thing is Dave
Slow.
Chappelle was like, you come in here, get in here.
We got that yellow cake.
Don't drop that shit.
Hillary is out of office. Hey, you
It's funny
come
y'all
here.
brought up yellow cake. I just use yellow cake as an analogy for the racism we all have to deal with now. It's like
Aw.
yellow cake we have to get rid of.
Nobody wants the yellow
Or
cake.
we're all gonna die of radiation.
Right.
Like just get rid of the yellow cake,
What is
guys.
that?
I know it's
They
you.
said
like,
if we die,
Get
we
rid of that.
die.
See, that's that yellow cake right here.
I
Like,
know you
don't
can build
drop
stuff
that.
out of it, but don't do it. It's just not gonna
Not worth it.
work out. Like, what can you do? So, Chris, what do you want for Christmas?
Can we just get out of this year? I mean, damn.
Maybe
we got
Maybe.
we got-
Right. That's why you play it.
you've been working out.
we've
You've been
gotten some
exercising?
gems. We've gotten some gems. Honestly,
2020's been rough on Black Lives, man.
man. But if it's any
Super rough.
indication of social media, maybe the 21st might be giving us a little something.
Let's go. Let's go, planetarium.
You know they don't
alignment.
want that to
Yeah,
happen.
so
They're
that's
gonna
the
block
one
the
thing I'm just
sun.
like, I don't know where this rumor came from.
Oh no, there was
But
a
I'm
meme that said
riding
they're gonna
for
send the X-Men Sentinels out after us when we come out.
They're gonna block the sun to
last
make sure
thing
we don't get
want is
superpowers.
I've read enough.
Part of Black people.
I said the NBA gonna be lit on the 22nd.
We told
The
you.
NBA gonna be lit on the 22nd.
Can you imagine like real life
LeBron coming down the lane
monstars?
and just floating down and slam the ball and the gym explode,
And
and
there's
then he can
fire
use his mind
everywhere.
powers to bring it back, that's gonna be lit. Y'all
Hopefully
ain't
my
mind
hair
me
turns
enough.
all white. That'd be pretty good.
You would not look bad.
Yeah, no, I look like the first Negro to do some shit. I got civil rights hair.
That's
I know.
literally the
That's the hashtag.
Yeah,
That's the hashtag under the picture. That's the caption.
The
The
first
first
I'm
Negro
the
to-
first
The
man
first
to
Negro
draw
to
an
do some
erect
shit.
penis on a naked Superman. Like, okay, I mean, it's a first for
And
everything.
his photo always has to be like.
I believe him. I
stirring
don't know
off.
why, but I believe him, yo. Can I hit
It's
it,
the
Chris?
hair.
I just
the hair.
made that up.
Believe him, yo.
I've never
I don't
done
know why,
anything
but I do.
close to that.
There we go. Look at y'all.
Thank you, Sound Deck.
Sound deck on deck.
So, all right,
man.
Chris wants to make it out of
But-
2021.
Yeah, with my superpowers intact.
Okay.
Superpowers intact. That's asking too much, by the way.
Hell
What,
yeah.
what do you
Hey,
want
look,
though?
What are you?
What
What
do
are
I-
yeah? What
what
do
do
you?
I
Yeah,
really
what
want?
powers do you want?
Strength and super speed.
Okay.
All right, classic,
Mm.
classic.
Not,
Yeah.
not being greedy. I mean,
I want mind
I mean,
control.
that's all you need. That's really all you need.
That's it.
Like everything
Why you
else
playing?
is.
everything else I can figure out.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you can make lightning. Just get a couple of shag carpets and rub them together real fast.
Now you can make lightning. Just
Bam.
you just
Get
fucking
some-
wait. You
Yeah,
wait.
get some
You
nice-
start rubbing your feet on the carpet. Oh, you in trouble?
Yeah.
You in trouble, motherfucker! Ah! I got these thick ass wool socks on, bitch. You
Yeah.
can't wait.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Your hair get the.
wool socks.
What else do you need? You know.
Oh man, but yeah, I mean, just really, I mean, like DC said, and like, I mean, we've gotten a couple gems this year, but otherwise, like outside world stuff has just been horrible. So yeah, I mean, you know, that's really it. Just to make it out this year alive, and you know, I've gotten some stuff as far as the geek side. You know, I've gotten like the Mandalorian and all that other stuff, and that's great. Just want to make it out this son bitch alive, and that's the phrase of the year, everybody. Son bitch, I mean that.
That is. Year's almost over. All right, Brandy Blocker.
I want a baby.
Oh,
Yoda
I like
doll.
how Chris really lost his hosting duties because he started.
Yeah, pretty much. As soon as he questioned Chris, I was like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh,
I was
go to
like,
Brandy first.
is this our host
Look at
now?
me. Look at me.
Time to
Look
get
at
it
me.
now.
Look at me. No.
I'm the captain now. Oh, wait, hold on.
Time to get
Chris,
it now.
Chris is nice about that
I'm the
though, because I
captain
kind
now.
of messed with him like that when I first got on the show when they brought me back, and I'm like, it's over for you hoes. I'm running this shit now.
Brandy, answer the question.
I want a baby. I want a baby Yoda doll.
Woo, man, you
super
scared? I'm
cute.
like, wait a minute. Oh, baby.
She's like,
Yoda.
I want a baby. I want a baby.
No, like, no.
Unless now my white men exception, unless it's
White
Henry.
men except-
White man exception.
Oh no, Henry Cavill, like he could plant a baby in me.
He's not
Um,
a white guy. He's just
white
a man.
British.
White
Like,
enough.
yeah, I'd let him touch me inappropriately. Come on.
Listen, all day. I'm not going to
He-
report anything.
Yeah,
when I
I'm
say
not
me
gonna-
too, I mean like also do things to me
I'm like,
too.
he
I'm
got
not
up in
going to
there,
complain.
guys, but I mean,
Not
look
gonna
at this guy.
complain.
Have you seen his jawline?
Have you
It's
just
ridiculous.
seen him?
It's ridiculous.
Like I want more of his for Christmas. I want more of his.
I want more of
his
you, but
armor.
also want less of you at the same time.
Crazy already.
So yeah, that would be great.
The
Marvel
baby
has
Yoda or the
this,
baby? Because I'm confused now.
It's Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda. I don't
Okay.
know.
Actually, I shouldn't say this, but ironically enough, my oldest daughter looked like Baby Yoda when she was born. Yeah,
That's
I
actually
know.
super cute though.
Yeah, like so.
Baby
I
Yoda
had
is
an instant
cute.
attachment to Baby Yoda. Like, holy shit, it's my daughter.
It's my daughter.
Yeah.
That's where they got the character
every,
from.
Every newborn,
He said,
nobody
"Oh,
lied to
shit,
you, man.
that's my
Newborns look
daughter."
like they just been through 12 rounds of boxing with a uterus when they come out. You know, so
I
Yeah.
know. I want
also now
also.
18,
I want a prosthetic Two-Face mask as a part of the cosplay thing I'm doing because it's the one I saw on Etsy is bomb, so I want it.
Yeah.
There's a levitating infinity gauntlet like thing that I want just to have somewhere in my house. I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna put it because between yo shit and the other shit I get for the cons, I have no space. And then like y'all said, just to make it out of this fucking year, not
You will.
pregnant.
you will.
And just
You got time.
I know. That's what I just posted about that, and someone was like, "Oh no, you can
Fingers
still
crossed,
got."
you got 2 weeks.
I'm like, shit. I overdosed on some Plan Bs. I should be good, right? Like,
Like, but guess what? She was with child. Like, God damn, Brandy. You just
2
became a
weeks
plot
later.
device for your own
Oh my
company.
God, yes,
Right.
the SpongeBob 2 weeks later. So
2 weeks
2
later.
weeks later.
we have an
You
announcement.
guys aren't gonna believe what happened to me. Smell
Okay.
my eye, dudes, as I tell you the story.
My medical.
So I had unprotected sex and I got pregnant.
It happened. I didn't make it out
Crazy.
alive.
I didn't make it
You
out
didn't
alive.
make it out. What about you, Terry?
So I'm gonna flip the script because for the last year before, I was like, shit, for the last 12 years, I've been like busy. So 2020 has been like bittersweet because I've needed some time off to spend with the wife and the kid. I know not to sound cheesy, but I did need some time off. And so now I look at myself like I'm about to do a bank heist on Comic-Con, and I get more time to plan. Because as y'all see, the shit I'm working on, I'm trying to I ain't trying to fuck around with y'all. I'm talking about y'all as customers.
Definitely not.
Like, am I gonna get that Miles Quinn or am I gonna get that? Like, y'all like, fuck, here y'all go. So I'm trying to rob all of y'all of y'all hard-earned gas money
Pretty much.
and water bill money
Yep.
and all the other stuff. No, I'm joking.
My wig
But-
money.
Baby, why the
but-
lights off? Because we got them posters on the wall. Don't worry about it.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Like they glow in
Put
the
the
dark.
black light on them. It'll be fine.
Take a lighter. Look
No,
at it.
I pretty much want, and this is gonna also sound cheesy, but I want people to take this time. This is a gift to me. I'll get my vicarious joy to start some kind of hobby-based business
Yes.
that
Hmm.
they can basically use because you ain't got shit else to do.
You don't.
This whole
Like,
year, you
so
ain't
you
did
can either
shit.
be worried about COVID taking your jobs, or you can go, hey, you know what? Everybody fucking tells me how good my greens are. Sell them fucking greens.
Yeah.
Sell them. Clean
Sell
them,
them
cook
greens,
them,
girl.
sell them
Sell
with a
'em.
side of cornbread. And then, oh, what? Your homeboy
And a
Tom
slice
can
of
make a mean
ham
roast
ass.
beef.
I was gonna
Fucking
say I
sell
want
them
some
plates.
oxtails now. Shit.
Shit, I said, oh, yes.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn,
I would buy it
I
right
bought some
now.
oxtails this week. What the hell?
Brandon
I
put a
need to
picture of
just-
oxtails and shrimp. I was like,
Did you see
Oh,
that
that
shit? That
was
shrimp
shrimp.
shrimp
pasta
I
with
could do without, but the oxtails
See?
and barbecue
No.
sauce,
I
that's
need that
black.
whole thing.
See,
I
food
need all
sells
that.
themselves. Everybody
Yeah.
love food.
Our fat
Everybody.
asses,
If
we like,
anybody-
yeah.
If anybody's out there
I'm-
that's listening to the show,
The
you need to
oxtails.
watch. You need to follow Brandy's page because she puts up these food things, and I swear, I'm like, what the hell restaurant is she at this time? And it's
I
not.
be eating
She's
and I
at
be
home.
cooking. Yeah, I be eating and
So-
cooking.
And I'm like,
They do
I will
that.
travel across town just to come over there to get a plate.
Now, any male suitors, I cook a whole lot better when I don't have to work. So if you
Ooh,
know,
that's good. That's good.
just
You
saying,
ain't got
everything's
to worry about me. I'm just
everything's
getting
better
food.
when you don't have to
my
work.
final Christmas wish would be to reunite Brandy with her long lost brother that she never knew about. Joaquin Woodbine.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
Like,
Yeah.
if I could just get them back together, I know they're estranged right now, but
Cute picture
y'all
bikini.
need to quit fighting each other. I'm joking, but you do look just like that nigga, man. Golly.
See, now I've always
Like y'all definitely
Not you look just like that nigga.
You
Oh
do.
my
You know what I'm
God.
talking about?
I have never heard of this person. So
Look from
I
Spider
literally-
Man, from Jason's lyric.
oh
Ain't no
my-
way.
Yeah.
Not the evil guy that's in everything.
Yes.
The one that
The one that
the one
nobody
I-
knows his name.
That's the
I'm-
one
I'm
I
a
just
dude.
posted.
I'm a
Yes,
dude.
that's
No,
What
I don't look
know-
like that. Who I look like is
was gonna
Kel
say
from
Rich.
Keenan and Kel. That's who I look
No,
like
I'm
male
looking at
wise.
this dude
I'm
right
Kel.
now. I'm looking
I'm
at
Kel.
this dude right now. I just
Chris,
Bring
bring
up
him up.
Kel.
Chris,
I'm
bring him
on.
Bring
up.
him up.
Chris,
Bring
bring
him
him
up.
up. Chris, bring him up. Chris, bring him up. Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit, it's Mel Brandy.
He said, "Holy shit!"
And he not cute.
Look, you might not be a cute man. Get over it, okay?
He said you're not a cute man, but you're a
And
beautiful
I'm not
woman.
accepting that.
I'm
I
not a
just
cute
can't
woman.
accept
Look at
that.
me.
You don't know? Did you use the app to see?
Oh, God.
No, actually, I didn't know they had an app for that. Before you transition,
are you
try
seeing
this.
this?
No, we see nothing but a blank screen. It just says
Oh.
Chris.
Yeah,
Chris,
it
Chris,
just
Chris.
said you started sharing.
Oh, you know what? I gotta do that one thing.
You got to pick what you
Yeah,
wanna
I got to
share.
do that one thing.
I can't unsee it.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, I can't unsee it, man.
Nigga.
Matter of fact, he kind of looks like your papa.
I will give no, my daddy looks like Jadakiss. Why you playing?
Wow. Jadakiss.
Why?
That's
What
funny.
what sound Jadakiss be making? Is he the yeah, that's him.
Oh
My daddy
God.
looked like Jadakiss.
I
Oh
gotta
my
look up
God.
Jadakiss. man.
Jadakiss.
I like how we went from one like weird name black dude to another. And
Hakeem
I
Woodbine.
white
And
dudes, so,
especially
like,
when I grew
I
up, because I
don't-
had like braids all the time.
Who the
and
hell is Hakeem? What wrong?
the
The fuck
bad
is that guy?
oh,
Jadakiss.
man.
I
No,
look like
man.
this,
No.
Kill.
No,
I look
man.
like fucking.
Is it true?
Look at us. We're the same fucking ways.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, but still though, like
Brandy was on Game Shakers last night.
I told you I got multiple jobs. Y'all, y'all ain't believe me. Not Game Shakers. Hilarious.
Oh man.
He stay with a check, don't he?
He do.
Yeah, he
He a
do.
preacher too.
I was like, you better get your fucking Nick Cannon on.
He
You
a
better
preacher?
host everything Nick and
He
I
hosts
I
the
did
preacher.
like Nick
He was
Cannon's
a preacher on
pop.
top
Like,
of that?
Nick Cannon got
Yeah.
like black as fuck out of nowhere.
Did
He
he? Though?
did.
He did.
He came. He had that turban.
He
on,
went
I
from
was
San
like,
Diego white to Brooklyn black in
Like,
I don't know how
I had
long.
zero respect for Nick Cannon's blackness, and I was like, oh shit.
He hit you over the top of the head with it real quick, like nigga, I'm black.
He
No,
came
but
in
I-
and did a
I-
Negro jihad, man.
And then
Like,
you know he treats his employees well, because anytime there's drama and you hear those stories about how they're trying to offer other people on Wild 'N
Yeah,
Out
they
a
tried to
chance
give it to
host
DC Young Fly. He said
and they're
nope.
like, no.
He
They,
was like,
and I'm
"Man,
like, that's
I'll
how
pay
you
how
know
much-"
you're treated well and paid well by this man, because
He said, there's no way I'm not. He's like, I don't care how good that offer is. I'm like, I'm not about to turn on my man's like
I
that.
love that.
Mm.
And, and I'm like, that's loyalty.
That's
though.
loyalty. You
him and,
cannot.
But Nick
Orlando
opened a lot of
Bloom's
doors for
another
them
one.
cats too, though.
He did.
Yeah, Orlando Bloom's another one that just like,
Oh, I
whoa.
love him. I
Yeah.
love him a lot. I started following him. He is, and then so is what is his name, McCod Brooks or something like that. He like
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
he grew
Black
out a
Jimmy
beard,
Olsen.
and all of a sudden he's like, let me tell you
He
something
became
about this
Goda.
guy.
He was like,
He
was
is
just
not
telling shit.
playing. I'm like, where is this
He
coming
was in
from?
a tiki hut somewhere. I was just like,
Yeah,
Yeah, he
He's-
was spitting like
he
some
out in the
mad
woods,
facts not too
and
much,
he's like,
a
let me
couple
tell you
weeks
about
ago.
something. In
See, I was like-
1875, they're
he
like
was talking
City
about-
Chase Bank. Like when Haiti,
Yeah,
they're like, this
yeah,
is
he
why
was talking
Haiti's
about
so
Haiti,
poor.
right?
And I was
Yeah.
like, damn.
I was like,
I
damn,
just
my nigga,
learned.
3 weeks ago you was Jimmy Olsen. Now you
Listen.
motherfucking Tupac
he
out
dropped-
here. You
yeah,
just
he dropped hard.
Now,
some
do y'all
hardcore
think that
knowledge.
like this shift that's coming that you see more of anyway, especially in the last year, is because of everything going on?
Duh.
It just kind of seems like
Yeah. yeah.
Mhm.
Like you look, we fake it a lot, right? No matter what spectrum, whether you black man, black woman,
Chris,
you
what the
hear-
hell?
you gotta put on that Clark Kent
Zuri.
mask. Like, hey, I'm really a powerful fucking black animal underneath this, but I'm a act like I'm a doofus white guy just to make y'all feel good.
Not doofus.
But we tired of that. That's Superman, right? Like
definitely
Superman,
tired of this
Superman
shit.
could murder the planet, and he chooses. I mean, Tarantino brought this up to act like a fucking idiot to make people feel safe. As a
Yeah.
black man, I can relate to that. Like you
Yeah.
gotta look
exactly.
harmless. Like you gotta act
You
harmless.
really do gotta look,
not-
especially when you big and black. You really gotta look
Exactly.
like
Oh, yeah.
you
Exactly.
won't hurt a
I
lion.
feel bad. I feel bad. For
I
you
was
big
in an
black
elevator,
bastards.
and you ever seen that clutch the purse thing? I had that happen. I'm in my
Oh,
work
that's happened-
uniform,
that happens
and she
all
was
the
like,
time.
"Oh God, I don't feel safe." I said, "Bitch, you ain't got none of that purse I want besides a Snicker, maybe because I'm hungry because I've been on the clock for 10 hours." But other than that,
you
I mean,
pulled out a 9mm and told her to run the Snickers and
Yeah,
fulfilled her.
run that jacket in them Snickers because it's cold outside.
Because I'm not myself when I'm hungry.
Bitch.
The Snickers.
Peanut
You
butter.
ever heard
Give
jacket
it
back
back.
like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't know I couldn't do
Did you
that."
say give it back if it's peanut butter?
It's peanut butter. Like, that peanut butter Snickers is
Oh, I'm,
yeah.
I'm
Peanut
sorry.
butter
I'm
Snickers
sorry.
is trash.
Just try it.
Sorry, I thought you had a
thought it
real
was gonna
fucking
taste like
Snickers out
Reese's.
here.
And you
Not
like, what
throwing
the
it.
fuck, man?
And
Not
now that
the
we
way
got
Throw it
they
in her
get her.
face, bitch.
right,
You
and
know,
now that
real
we wearing
Snickers.
now that we're wearing masks, it doesn't make like for me it doesn't make any better because I'm like now I got a mask over my face. Excuse me. Now I sound threatening as hell
Because you got
this-
evil eyes,
Titties.
man.
Because you sound like fucking Dr. Doom.
Brandy got motherfucking cat burglar eyes and shit.
Cat
Like,
burglar.
you
You look
you got
like
a fucking
from here,
knife.
like you look like you might do something suspicious
Yeah,
like
like,
this.
would I do something like that to
Does that
you?
even work?
Do you think I'd rob you?
Yeah. Like, hell
Do
yeah,
I look like I'd rob
hate
you?
y'all. I hate y'all. Fuck you guys.
Eartha Kitt style.
Eartha Kitt crime.
Do I look like I'd rob you?
Marcus.
Marcus, I'm not wearing any underwear.
Darkness.
Oh my god.
Marcus.
This is why I
Cat
can't have
burglar.
peace in the store because they're like, she's going to take something.
She's,
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it
you
don't
in
help.
the mask is totally.
when I'm
like,
looking around, my eyes are always like
Always darting.
but you got like grand larceny eyes. You don't got like petty robbery eyes.
It
You
ain't
got,
breaking and entering. It's like you
breaking
might fuck
into
some
your,
shit
like,
up.
bank vault, like a bank vault type of eyes.
Oh gosh, she's casing the joint.
Yeah,
right.
You're a fucking super
I'll be
villain.
back.
She gonna be back with Mr. Freeze and shit
Oh, and as much as I talk, please believe I'm gonna be the villain. You finna get this
with
speech.
terrible puns.
You
and
finna
shit.
get this speech. Oh, I love
I'm
a
putting
bad
you on
pun.
ice.
Freeze. And I'm
Chill
like,
out.
Oh my god.
and I'm like,
There
you're
will
so
be
funny.
freezing. I love Arnold though, man.
Dude,
I loved him
he
as
made
Get
that
to the
movie
chopper.
because of him. That movie is watching Batman and
I-
Robin.
Batman and Robin.
Because of him.
Loved that shit.
I will
And
watch
I'm
Without
like,
the bat
right now if
nipples.
it was on.
to
When he
me,
sits
I
around,
think
he turns
because
around,
it,
he
like,
does this move here. I'm like,
It's
what
so
the hell is
good.
that?
The thing is, you could tell he was having fun.
Yeah, he was.
Like
See,
they were like
Arnold is the-
Arnold. They were like Arnold. That's enough. And he's like, no, one more shot.
Nah,
Come on, I can do
that's
one
not
more.
enough.
Arnold
I
is
can
the
do better.
king. Arnold is
I
the
love
king
it.
of one-liners.
He
That's
is.
just
Rubber
every
baby gummy
movie
bumpers.
he's in, he managed to get off at least one good one-liner, and it's just like
And his
They thought-
facial
they thought some
expressions are
steam, you know?
hilarious. Like when you watch him in something like True Lies, that shit is funny.
Oh
as
yeah,
fuck.
that shit is funny.
It is so
talk
good.
about a movie I would like to have a sequel of.
True Lies?
Listen,
That would be it.
Watch
I did.
watch Pumping Iron, man.
Oh
that's
God,
the true Arnold. Arnold was
Yeah.
a damn manipulative motherfucker. I love him.
What was that movie about the brothers that made the weight
Twins.
sets? He was in that.
with
No.
Danny DeVito?
There was a movie about these brothers who brought Arnold over, like when they it was about them discovering like weightlifting.
You talking about the
Yeah.
Weeder? Was it Weeder?
Weeder, yeah, the Weeders. That one.
Nah, I never seen that. I never heard of that.
It's
I heard
dope.
about it. I heard about that one.
It's actually pretty
Yeah,
good.
that
but it
one-
shows
that-
Arnold
That's your
like
list.
before he really got famous, and the
Yeah.
actor who plays him, spot on Arnold. Like
Oh.
mannerisms, the
Yeah.
facial features,
I
he
don't
damn
lie,
near
man.
look like him.
Yeah, Arnold's a very
That pumping
charismatic guy,
iron,
man.
that pumping iron you talking about? Is that the one when they show him down there in Brazil? I think
Yeah.
he went to.
Yeah, that's the one
No,
I made
that-
that cut from where he was trying to harass them girls down in Brazil.
There's that, but like, so I don't like Lou Ferrigno, and this is first world problems because I go to Comic-Con.
Yes, this is first world
Yeah.
problems.
So
Yes.
you gotta have met the guy to really fucking hate the
No,
guy. But,
Yeah.
Lou Ferrigno.
but since Lou Ferrigno is making look like a dumbass in this movie, I fucking love Arnold even more. 'Cause he's like, Lou comes to me for the advices, but I give him bad advices. I was like, this dude's an asshole.
Not
He was
bad
all in Lou
advices.
head the whole movie. And Lou big as hell. Lou actually had a better body than Arnold, but fucking Arnold got in his head and talked him off his game, and he lost like a motherfucker. And the rest is
So-
history. Now we
well,
talking
not-
about.
Now, not talking about Lou Ferrigno, but you mentioned the cons.
We're talking about Lou Ferrigno.
Yeah, definitely talking about
Are
it.
you? We're going into a new year, and hopefully this stuff clears up.
Not
where
to
we
laugh.
can,
We're going into the year.
somewhere 2020 is like,
Are we?
you have yet to discover my true power. But
Hit it with
are
your
you
Kawhi
looking
laugh
forward-
on that one?
right? Are you looking forward to at least seeing cons again? You said you enjoyed taking a break. It allowed you to kind of reconnect
No,
with your
sure.
wife.
No,
and family.
dude, look, man. Like Comic-Cons is like that's dope money, man. Like that ain't like, I'm just going to work, put in the ground. That's like fucking stacks. Like can't nobody tell you shit when you got that much money from one weekend.
And he's a king salesman because
But-
I try not to spend too much. He said some shit where I was like, damn, he right. And so I spent more money. He was like, you mean to tell me you come to these huge nerd events? This is one of the biggest nerd events of the years. You come here and you're on a budget. You're up here budget. The money you spend on how you look and this art that's here, don't you want? And I'm thinking he is right. Like we didn't
God
come
damn
here.
it.
We didn't come here
He
not to
makes a
fall
good
out.
point.
Right. So I'm talking
The
to my
fact that
son.
he hit you with you mean to tell me
Yeah, the
lets
me
me
to
know
tell
that
me
he's a businessman.
he was about his business. So I'm turning to my son who's like 8 or 9 at the time. I'm a nigga, we came to ball the fuck out. So I say we should
You hit him with the
get
Kevin
on it.
Hart.
Look,
We about to ball the fuck out.
She turns
One
to
of
the
them
kid to
things-
get the confirmed.
It's one of those things.
We
where
need
I-
to buy
8-year-old
this.
son, can I spend money?
I don't
Go ahead,
necessarily-
Mom, I don't
necessarily
know.
Put the hard sell on people, but sometimes people talk themselves out of shit. It's like, man, you about to go blow that money at McDonald's. Like, it's just
I'm that
$30.
person. I'll talk myself out of it. And he was
And,
like,
and then
listen,
you went and
get
bought a
this
Happy
Prince.
Meal with a toy in it for $18.
yeah.
Like,
He's like, you eat this much. And I'm like, I do.
Yeah,
I eat
like-
my weight in gold.
That makes-
That's what that
I-
is. But yeah,
His-
look, I miss
His logic
Comic-Con.
is sound.
His logic, I'm like, this Negro's good.
He
But
he
Comic-Con-
has something there.
Comic Cons are really expensive, so it's actually a weird apocalyptic balance where Comic Cons got wiped out, but so did all my biggest expenses in life. And
Mm.
so I was joking with my wife. It's like having a really expensive fucking side chick that just left my ass one day. I'm like, I ain't gotta take her to dinner. I ain't gotta buy her a washing machine.
You're not going to
and
Dubai.
coats. I ain't going to Dubai. Like, damn, I kind of, you know what?
I don't miss that, but I miss it.
I don't
Not
miss
I don't
that.
miss it, but I miss it.
Look,
Yes.
I will tell you this too, for all of y'all, man. When you start a micro business, once again, it is like you gotta fucking take it on dates and pay attention to it and care about it and talk to it every now and again and listen to its problems, or it's gonna fail. So it becomes
Mhm.
like you don't really have time for like no extra bullshit,
Oh yeah.
because you're gonna be like, I'm getting more out of my business doing the same thing I'm doing with your human flesh and blood ass. I'm talking about, you know, you dating, and you ain't paying no dividends. But the business I'm getting, I just got $800 because I took the time to make my website not look like shit. Then I got another $1,200 when I promoted. Like, so you get pretty much feedback with zeros on it, with dollar signs attached to it. And I'm not gonna lie, that shit feels great. Like, you're like, I did a good thing.
Look at me. I'm like, I'm sitting over here like cries and broke.
You know,
Cries broken.
you know.
Cries
And the
broken.
same thing goes the other way. When you make a bad move, it's gonna cost you. But it's almost like a nice rigid structure, especially if you're a military person, because you know what you should be doing because you're getting instant feedback. There's no guess like, should I have did that, Miles Spider-Gwen, or should have? All right, nobody bought it. I guess that was a dud. That's my answer. Or you know what? It's selling like hotcakes. So I gotta do more
Gotta
stuff
go
like
back and
that.
I'll be back.
And so you get more. And then I get a lot of stuff, a lot of my art, and actually that Miles is one of them. It's where it's a commission,
Mhm.
but it's also gets to be in my gallery. So, you know, it's like a nice win-win for everybody, really. They get
Nice
the
win
cover
for
art,
all.
get the piece they want. But and so I've been doing pretty well not going to Comic-Con because I don't have to pay, you know, tens of thousands of dollars
that
to
vendor's
be at
fee and
Comic-Con.
everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
that vendor fee.
Yeah, that
and the
vendor's fee
table.
ain't no joke. Ain't no
Oh,
joke.
man.
So, and
I done
travel
heard-
too.
I've-
Like you got flights, hotels. Like it's like now that I have a contrast of a whole pretty much a year coming up without it, I can't. I personally don't want to go back to where I was before because I see where I can claw back some money. Like I can might as well just write myself a check for $20,000 if I just do this, and this, and not go to Comic-Con, because there's an overlap where you're working for Comic-Con and not working. You're not making money. You're just working to work. So, you know, I had reached that threshold and didn't know it until Comic-Con stopped. I was like, holy shit, I need to do like 10 less shows and I'll actually make more money in a year. How the hell does that work? It's voodoo math, but it's true. Like
Right,
you make more, and I figured out why, if you want to know the answer, is because the future is an unlimited expense. Like, what if you had to keep paying your bills into the future? Like, you had to, like, every time you pay, they're like, okay, pay for this month, but also pay for next month, and then also pay for next month, every month. And the future is unlimited.
Mhm.
And that's how Comic-Con is. It's a bill that just keeps coming. And so your money is floating out in the future and not in your pocket right now. And then, you know, COVID-19 comes and all that future money never shows up. And
Right.
so it's like fucking Thanos snapped half your money away. And you're like, oh shit. I could have used that money right now, but now it's stuck in the future like fucking Marty McFly. You know, I need that money to come back.
You need that sport. You need that sports almanac. That's what you need.
Yeah, I need the sports almanac. C19 will decimate planet. 2019. I'm in 2019 reading that book. Like, oh shit. Okay, wait a minute.
Let's put
Invest
this
in
in. Let's put
Pfizer,
this in right now.
invest in Pfizer, Amazon,
CDC.
Right.
CDC.
Start investing in this right now, so it'll be all right. In the next
Whatever
year or
prison
two.
Trump's going to.
Right. So you know, you what is the worst character you've had to make or design?
Oh man, you know, it really it goes by, like, I try to even take the worst and make it fun, but it goes by color scheme and all that stuff. And I can't really say nothing too, but it's just certain customers that got certain characters that they created where I'm like, man, this is just fundamentally terrible. But the checks clear, and I've even tried to elevate them a little bit and make little tweaks and changes, and they're like, they're nice about it. They're not mean and nothing, but they're like, hey, could you change it back to the way it was? And I'm like, holy shit. So they for sure want that
bullshit
Bob Liefeld, bad 90s design. So,
you mean the big body, little feet?
Just whatever.
Big body, little feet. That's what
you couldn't draw feet.
It makes it easy.
Could not draw feet.
Okay, I'm gonna do it exactly how they want it. But
Captain America has breasts, that type of stuff.
Yeah, you just kind of go with it. So, like I said, I've done so much work. I don't think I have like a single, I've done thousands of pieces, so I don't really have like a single top of the mountain.
Humble brag.
It is what it is, man.
Over here with the faces and everything.
If I worked in Amsterdam, you'd be like, man, like, if I was in the red light district, you look at that differently. Like, look,
that's a lot of art up there.
I've seen thousands of them. I don't know what the worst one was.
She can't feel because she muted.
Yeah, they all even out after a while. Like it's just from the what's the best one you ever had? Like, I don't know.
Oh my god.
When you're in the art trade.
Yeah.
Sure, a lot of them. Hey.
What's funny is Brandy is eating too.
Yeah, I was trying to eat, and you're like,
eating.
The host.
I thought you was trying to say. I thought you was gonna say something, but you was.
I didn't want to be that person smacking like he said. I wasn't trying to be.
That's what it is. Like I've often equated myself to a person selling a thing that they're good at because people have a lust and desire for it. So,
Well,
keep it pretty, keep it clean. But
all right. So what? So that's the. What was? Well, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was
gonna say, what was your craziest moment at a con?
Ooh, so I was just talking about one of those moments, once again, mini moments where it was a two-pronged thing, same show. I had a guy in a Confederate flag t-shirt and his son looking at my art, and I'm judging this guy. I'm like, man, he's kind of quiet and antisocial. Most nerds are, but I'm taking it the wrong way because that's where my brain went. I'm like, man, this dude, I don't even know why he's at my table looking at my stuff. And he's there for like about 10 minutes, him and his son. And I'm trying to do my Brandy stuff, and hey, and none of it's working. Just, block. Hey, what are you into? I don't know, stuff, characters. I'm like, okay. Hey, so what do you do? Yeah, I'm just looking. I'm like, fine. People tell me that, I usually move on to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
This guy comes back and buys like $400 worth of stuff. So I had to eat shit on that. Like, oh, I was really thinking you were the most whatever, but really he's just a quiet, shy guy. The crazy thing that happens is this black Green Lantern, he was a John Stewart Green Lantern cosplayer, is hanging out at my booth, and out of nowhere, mid-sentence, he just vomits over the floor everywhere in front of my booth. It was like somebody sent him over to jihad my shit.
You never saw another thing.
If you ever want to see me turn on somebody,
oh my god,
like a grandma with a cat that had pissed on the porch, just like get the hell out of me. Go away, man. I turned that dude so quick. So
not if you want to see me turn on somebody.
I ended up being the racist that day.
Oh man,
no more black vomiters.
He didn't get it on the work, did he? He got it just on the floor, right?
Look, man, if I'm being real, like he didn't get it on the inventory, but I'm sure the splash got on some of the shit. But I didn't want to think about it. It was pre-COVID when you didn't have to think about it.
Now you look at everybody, and now somebody sniffles, you look at them crossways.
Is he gonna throw up on my shit?
Well, I had where people had the pet. And the dog took a shit at the crossroads between my booth and a main aisle. So you just don't want to have fecal matter and shit near where the whole saying, don't shit where you eat. Like I got to live that. Like don't do it. Oh, there's a whole world behind there. Holy shit.
Oh yeah. There's life happening beyond these walls.
I feel like you pull that curtain back and you see 3 people tied up and shit. Like, oh shit.
That's about right for him. That's about right.
Call the police.
I learned from the people in Cleveland.
Right. Man, you know why I'm mad at Cleveland, man? Y'all
there's a reason.
Y'all never get brought up for murder. Ever. Chicago always does. Y'all beat Chicago every year. But yet Cleveland gets a pass because ain't no president from Cleveland. I'm just saying. I don't know what kind of ism that is, but it's something. So
So no Obama.
Oh,
I'm gonna
okay.
dedicate my life. I'm gonna dedicate my life to denigrating and elevating Cleveland's murder rate.
Wait a minute. Is this his evil villain speech? Is this happening
Yeah.
right now?
I'm running on
Is
a
this happening?
platform.
I'm gonna make sure that you all know.
Followed by St. Louis.
We finna leave St. Louis out of
St.
it.
Louis, you're next.
No, leave St. Louis alone.
I'm starting a war against Midwestern cities for no goddamn reason.
Yeah, I was like, damn. Leave
Like,
St. Louis
this
alone,
is what I'm talking
Omaha,
about. Like,
Kansas City,
what if y'all went on my
Louisville.
site and this is what I'm talking about on there? Like, fuck Cleveland because murder and evil blacks. And y'all like, man, he seems like such a cool guy.
He's so
When he
nice
was-
until we get
that's-
to his
that's
website.
essentially how we feel white people watching this. Like, yeah, what the hell?
pretty much.
Just do what you used to do and hide your racism inside your brain parts. That's, yeah, we can all live with that. Like, don't put it out there. It's like seeing
Just
your
don't-
dad's
just don't
dick.
say
Nobody wants to see it. It's all pudding.
And then
Oh.
even when they say stuff like,
Oh,
I've heard a
he opens that
conversation
little
about-
robe that he got on.
Yeah, you're like, oh.
Look, that's
That's
robe
what
on.
it
Sorry about that.
When you see your white friends
Sorry,
racial, you're like,
children.
oh, I didn't want
No
to see
belt.
that, man.
Pretty much. Or
Like,
when
I can't
people
look at you the same.
Want some cereal, son?
when some white people will say stuff like it's a bad thing in the sense of, well, it would have just been better if people had stayed segregated. I was like, well, here's the thing. A lot of us now bring up that may not have been so bad had it actually been separate but equal. Because there are a lot of colored people that would prefer not to even fuck with you at all and have their own Wakandan utopia. But if it keeps being burned down every time we have it,
Well, that's the thing. We can't
That's-
be a raisin in a
that's
mayonnaise
going to be a
jar.
problem.
Like, we're raising in a mayonnaise jar when it comes to this culture. I mean, the Indians learned that, we learned that. And so people always wonder, how come the slaves never, like, because we were completely surrounded by people that hated our guts. That's one. Two, I hate when I hear shit like this. Well, nobody was against slavery during the time of slavery, so it wasn't like it was bad because most people kind of agree with it. And I'm like, except for the slaves, though, right?
No, they had it right. They said most people. You were not
Most
a
people.
person.
But they don't even, you can tell
Technically, we
black
weren't
man,
people
like,
back then.
You
We was
weren't
like
people.
Nobody
3/4.
was
You weren't
against
people.
slavery back
Exactly.
then, so quit bringing it up like people were against it. Like, I'm sure the slaves kind of.
Oh, my favorite is slaves owned slaves. There were black people. Slavery was everywhere.
I love that one.
Slavery was all over the
that one.
world. What's
That's
wrong
my
with you guys?
favorite chestnut.
It's my favorite
That's my
too.
favorite chestnut.
That
one
still does
that
not
one-
make it right.
Oh no,
Yeah,
yes
nah.
it does. Yes
Smearing
it does.
shit on the kitchen table doesn't mean you want to still eat at the kitchen
No, it
table.
omits
just
it,
doesn't mean-
apparently.
Oatmeal
man.
raisins in an oatmeal cookie
I'm
doesn't
talking
make it
to my
right.
friend, and he's bringing up how great the Constitution is and all that. So I was like, that's cool, but you know, it took them 300 fucking years to kind of realize that disenfranchising women and black people kind of doesn't live up to the document. So quit acting like it just evolved into this awesome document very quickly for everybody. And why am I pointing out all the little flaws in it? Like, we were a shit country for longer.
Why you got to
than we've
bring up
been a
old
non-shit
stuff?
country.
Why are you bringing up the
You said, why
past?
you bringing up
Exactly.
old
Like,
That
you
was
mean-
in the
you-
past.
You mean the 60s? I was born in 78, like literally mere years later after I could use the fucking bathroom with you, bruh. Like, chill out on all that, you know.
Well, a lot of them think because we can drink from the same water fountain that we're good. And then when Obama got in office, they're like,
Ooh.
we're good, right? We're good.
This makes up for
Yeah,
everything,
fine,
right?
right?
They thought it made up for
We're
everything.
square.
right.
Are you guys all happy now? Okay, cool.
we gave
You're gonna
you
let that stuff go
one-
now, right?
Right. We're gonna let it all go. We're gonna
Nah,
forget
man.
about it.
Water
but-
under the bridge.
as we bring up everything else that's ever happened in U.S. history all the
It's-
time.
Like I said, to me, man, I don't even like. To me, I think race is important, but it's not the most important thing. Economics is the most important thing. Like Jay-Z don't want me on his lawn any more than a rich white person does, right? It ain't about like rich black people are looking out for poor black people. No, rich people don't like poor people. Like, and so
Period.
when you
Get a job,
period.
bum.
yeah, like, and look, as part of the
I'm
middle
trying to work
class-
for you, Mr. Rich, sir.
Yeah, as part of the middle class, I take responsibility that we are pretty much the gatekeepers of protecting the mega rich from the mega poor. Like,
Mhm.
we're pretty much the wall. We're the ones that's going to be defending capitalism and saying, oh, you know, we're the ones. And whenever you
He
hear,
said
'cause
no.
you-
Operation Hide Behind the Darkies.
because you're not gonna, well, not even black people, just middle class people. Like, you're not gonna be on a podcast with Jeff Bezos. Like, you're never gonna be having a casual conversation with a
Oh
billionaire.
no.
No.
right? But you can engage with poor people tomorrow and your middle class dad the next day, and that's about as far as you're gonna go in the American chessboard space. You don't get to go like I'm leaving here, except for Brandy. I'm leaving here and going to talk to the vice counselor in Japan and all that shit.
I will say I will say that's the advantage, especially if you're an agreeably attractive woman. There's circles that I can get in and have been in tax bracket wise where I'm like, damn, I wouldn't have been here if I just had a penis. And if I wasn't on that same level as far as what they make.
And vice versa.
Which is why I brought you on the team.
I actually experienced reverse sexism.
That's that evil genius
at a job of mine where this girl manager was pretty much, at the time I was young and handsome. She was putting all handsome guys in better positions. And I didn't even know how to feel about it. Some other girl told me you only got the job because you're an attractive young man. And I'm like, well, thank you.
You're proud of it. You're like, oh,
I can't be offended by that.
There's Morris Chestnut and there's me now, so you better get used to it.
It was so weird. I'm like, I benefited because
I'm looking good.
Yeah, men are.
Where's
fine
the downside to this conversation?
Just like men are fine being objectified. Like I've been at cons where I see a guy and if I like his suit, I'm instinctively getting closer, but I'm like, oh no, I'm not hitting on him. But I'm getting closer to you, but I'm like, ooh, I'm invading your space. And I know if a guy did that to me, I'd be like, hold up now.
No, he's cool with it.
In my space?
No,
he's fine.
Yeah.
He's singing Pretty Ricky, come a little closer, baby.
Yes, Pretty Ricky.
Yeah, women have that superpower because women can all out fill you up and get away with it.
That's the thing about sexual harassment. Women can rub your shoulders and it'd be like,
yeah, and
it's
you
so
like, man,
a woman does a guy like that. The guy's just like, hey, oh, okay, no, it's okay. You brushed against
no,
me.
yeah, you're not gonna say nothing.
You're not gonna say no.
I got an Asperger's against being touched, so I'm like, yeah. And you can ask my wife. My wife knows, I don't like strangers fucking with me, man.
Physical contact, no.
It's like,
What's that dude from Grandma's Boy? Get away from me.
That's me. And look, after COVID, that shit got on steroids.
No, he was like, nope.
The boy in the bubble.
I don't know if I'm ever going back to normal. It could be 10 years from now. I'm like,
I remember what happened.
You look after COVID, since COVID,
look at all the motherfuckers hugging over there.
So much more differently now. You look at things and you somebody sneeze, you already avoided them, or if somebody coughs, you kind of avoid them anyway. But now
that motherfucker got the plague.
Right.
You start throwing that motherfucker on a raft by himself out in the middle of nowhere like the Vikings used to do the one cough. Your ass on that raft to nowhere, motherfucker.
yeah,
I don't care if you like, no, bitch, no, hit the raft. You be like,
put him out.
Set him on fire.
Listen,
he got
you
to
don't
go.
want him in the community. Put him out now.
Great Bear must go.
Not Great Bear. That's the name.
He who coughs too loud got to go over there because I'm trying to stay safe over here, and I got people that
I just choked on a piece of chicken. No,
I ain't even doing the Heimlich. He got to go. He can be like, nope, he choked.
I have regular allergies, and my son was looking at me. He was like, "You good?" I was like, "I know you fucking lying."
You over there dying, B.
What he do? Get around the corner.
That's him exactly.
You walk in the room, be like, "Hey, I know you ain't in here choking, coughing, right? Barricade this door with you inside of it."
I'm like, I'm glad I know where we stand in a zombie apocalypse because you definitely plan on getting rid of me.
This is kind of it. Anybody that says they want an apocalypse, I'm like,
this was it.
You can't even handle
wearing
masks and shit. You don't want to
and buying toilet paper.
Let's go back to that because these motherfuckers still buying toilet paper.
No, a lot of people are still shopping in that panic mode, and I'm like, can we stop this? Now,
how many people live in your house? Oh, it's just me and my wife. Why do you need?
Listen,
these dumb motherfuckers is eating the toilet paper.
Look, man, if we just would switch over to my favorite invention from the Middle East, bidets, we wouldn't need all this toilet paper.
bidets. They had them all over the place in Japan.
That is rich. That
That's
Oh.
real rich. Right?
That's rich.
It's not though. It's just
It's not a
just
rich
an extra
thing.
hole
It's nice.
I know,
where
but-
it needs to be, and it like you.
And you can make one like they have it on Amazon where you can actually
Yeah,
attach it to your
dude,
regular toilet.
You feel so refreshed.
I had water shoot up my bum the other day, and I feel
Yes.
so.
Now,
Have you
the
talking
rich
different?
ones
Quite.
I've been on
no,
a rich one.
no.
The rich ones,
Caviar and
like,
champagne dreams.
dry you off too, so
Mm.
you get up feeling like you just took an ass shower. It's great.
The water
Why
was
did
so
you-
refreshing.
It's great. The Middle Easters are onto something, man. We're some
Get to
dirty
my
ass motherfuckers.
champagne and my good slippers.
I just like that you called him like ass shower. I'm just gonna
Ass
use
shower.
that.
That's what it is.
I love
Like
it.
it's like a direct to the point. Like, hey,
Direct to the point.
the dirtiest, most bacteria-filled part of your body needs
Yeah.
a direct fucking shower.
And
Oh,
that's a good question to ask somebody. Like, do you or how are you into ass showers? That's I
I
need
think
to
we
know.
all
What kind of Tinder profile is that?
I
Oh,
think oh no, that's not a Tinder thing. That's a first date thing. Like, so how do you feel about ass showers? Like, what are we?
As I
Of
cut
course,
my
I mean,
steak.
it's the direction, like,
Oh
coming.
my God.
Okay, all right.
You know what? Hey, look,
Are you into that?
from
Is that
what-
your thing?
How do you
What-
feel about that?
right, from what Brandy has been telling us, you know, like when she goes on a date, I swear I'm gonna have to be like in the restaurant, like at the next table.
That's gonna be a good
you
documentary.
know, just like she's gonna
I
be
mean,
like,
you're really-
how do you like
Brandy's last
Actually,
date, she was
man,
asking about ass
I'm
showers.
not
This
even trying
time,
to put Brandy. This is not a put down. Brandy is indicative of 99% of Black women her age. Like you
neck
can learn,
colors.
like take it in. They're not like fucking nuns anymore, guys. Like they're not your auntie who's probably pretty nasty too, but just you didn't know about it.
she was
Yeah,
the old
they were
nasty.
They
Old
hit it
nasty.
like it's just
Over
how
the
it is.
pants, under mouth stuff.
And as guys, we got away with this shit forever. Look at fucking rap music. Like,
Yeah.
we say the
Yeah.
most raunchiest shit, and we're like, yeah.
But
Nicki
that's-
Minaj comes along, we're like, that's nasty.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my god!
Megan, Megan
How
the
dare she
Stallion's
call it a
awful.
wop?
how dare she?
Fucking,
I
what
never
was
thought
it?
that.
2 Live
Like,
Crew
man,
comes along, genius, revolutionary.
Right.
that
Yes.
F-word.
Don't
Thing,
stop. Pop that.
Yeah.
Niggas is in the club like, oh, that's my shit. She like, wop. Oh my
Man.
god, the wop.
Oh my God. And I'm in the car, face
Oh,
down,
no.
ass up.
This won't stand, my good man. We cannot have her
But it
talking
happens
about her
all the
wop.
time.
Shit.
But people pick and choose that shit because I'm like, Kaya came out literally leading a song, All You Ladies Pop Your Pussy Like This. Literally. So we're not gonna act like WAP is some big thing. We had Little Kim, we had Foxy. We're not gonna act like
I don't
That's
understand why it's such a new thing.
it's so it's
Yeah.
not. It's
Oh,
new for
Because
you,
people
but
have
you
more
right there.
time this year. That's why they're
Here's what I'm
dissecting
calling it.
lyrics
Here's
harder.
what I call it. I got the term for this shit. And this goes with Black Lives Matter, go to all of it. It's called the Christopher Columbus syndrome. Shit doesn't
Well-
exist until white people discover it. Then they're like, then it like fucking big booties. Like, oh wow, we love full-figured women. Give us a fucking cookie. Like, what the fuck y'all been? Like y'all discovered.
I thought that was a good Saturday night back in the
Yeah,
day. Now
that's-
it's
it's been around for 100 years.
yeah, it was
Black
just a
people,
normal
but
normal evening on my block to see a nice
it's
jungle
like,
buddy.
America opening up,
Okay.
Jungle, not jungle.
accepting full-figured women, which by the
She
way I
has
can't
a
even
butt.
handle. I be seeing the ass. I'm like, God damn. You
Yeah,
know what
that's
I mean? Like, I'm like, you know, they're like, oh, what? She's a fat girl. I'm like, that girl ain't fat. What you talking about? That
Mm-mm.
girl is racking.
It is kind of crazy.
on the
'cause I
cover of
worked-
J.C. Penney.
I worked with a girl, and I don't think she's watching, so I won't
I
put
hope
her
not.
name out
I
there.
hope so.
not. But she's white,
Megan.
and her body is crazy. She got a fat ass, right? And I'm like,
She
girl,
got a fat ass son.
right? I was like, girl, you got it together, in my opinion. And she's like, oh, I need to lose some weight. I'm like, your waist is about the size of my 13-year-old son's, and you like 2 of me at the bottom. And you're talking about you need to lose weight, and I'm like, I forget we're from 2 different worlds, and to your
It's a
people, you're too
different
big.
world.
Yeah, to her
Yeah,
people,
and I'm
to
just
her
like,
people,
girl,
that's the sin. To
come
her
to the
people,
What was
it's
that
the
on
sin.
White Chicks? That white that scene in the store
Oh
in
my
White
God.
Chicks. That's the difference.
that's what it is. I'm like, you
That's
need a
the
beautiful
parallels.
chocolate man.
Here's
Yeah.
Sally Cellulite too. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm like,
yeah, it's like,
Tell her to
oh.
walk. Tell her to take a walk in East Cleveland somewhere. See what happens.
Right. Or a girl
Hey,
that I
girl!
follow.
Woo!
And she does regular like Harley Quinn cosplay. That's all she does. And I feel like she does a great job with all the different ones she puts out there. So she does one that's the more recent Harley. And because how she was standing in the picture, like when I was scrolling down time, like all I saw was ass. So I stopped and I was like, who is that?
Ass.
And then I said, oh, okay then. And then I was like, girl, you look good. And then I look at the caption and she's just like, I look so fat in this picture? Like, why do I look so fat? And I'm like, again, come
It's
to
a
the dark
different-
side, because I don't understand that body image thing. And I don't.
Well, see, that's a major thing, and especially in the geek world, it's like a major thing. It's almost ingrained. Like in reality, if you've read any comic in the 90s or in the 80s or even now, these weird contortionist styles that they would have the women in, insane. Like, let's face it, there's no way without catching a cramp in their leg or their foot or something.
Shit's supposed to touch the back of their head.
Right, but
How'd
then
you
you,
get the
but
knees
you
over the
turn around,
elbows?
right? But the elbow. But then you have you in real world, you have full figure women,
Right,
that want to cosplay Harley, who want to cosplay Poison Ivy, who want to do Catwoman, and it's okay.
right.
It's
I'm like,
nothing
do that
wrong
shit.
with it.
Do it.
If you can build it, wear it. There's a way to do it. It's just like if you were a size 10 or size 5 compared to a size 16.
It goes to what I said before, man. You got internet world and internet stand. We'll call them two different countries. An internet stand, you can't do anything progressive. But in
Right
real
over there
world
by jerk off
stand,
the stand.
like nobody cares.
No, they don't care. I've never had anybody in real world say one nasty thing about my Black Ariel before it was announced she was Black. And then when my picture started floating around, when I was happy about it, honey, they came out. They were mad. And I'm just
How
like,
dare you?
what?
Ariel was ripped off of a Black version of that story to begin with, though. That's
Well,
terrible.
like most things.
Why the hell do you think they got a
Charlie and the
Jamaican
Chocolate
ass
Factory.
crab under the sea?
Under the sea.
Black as fuck. Black
Yeah,
as
man.
fuck.
Just
Oh my God.
Like, but see, that's a culture thing too. A lot of people didn't know that Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Charlie was originally a Black kid.
Mhm.
I can see that. Actually, it's funny that you bring that up.
it just
because
There was
makes
16
sense.
people in that house.
I was literally
That was a
watching
dead
that
giveaway, and
movie.
there was poor.
And Grandpa Joe wasn't shit.
I'm gonna ask y'all. a
He only
question.
got up when he had some money. That's how my grandfather was.
He only got up when he found out. He was like, "Oh, we going to the factory? Oh, hold on, let me
That
get."
nigga's legs work
When's
good
the
as
last
hell.
time
He-
Y'all saw a movie with a poor. Ready Player One's kind of there, but these motherfuckers still have a
No.
Beyonce.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was
Like
like,
with a
He don't
poor
count.
man, like deep poverty. Like it struck me because I just watched it maybe 3 or 4 months ago. I was like, holy shit, I don't really watch shit with poor people in it. It goes back to what I was saying before. Like the main character's always kind of middle class. Hell, Luke Skywalker wasn't poor. Them motherfuckers could afford droids and shit.
He really wasn't poor.
when
Yeah.
you say it like that,
He's
you're
the
like,
son
I don't
of-
even
he was the
feel
son
bad
of
for you
royalty, to
anymore.
be honest with
You're a liar.
You're a liar.
So like,
I
thought
you were a
middle class
hustler.
Is kind of like the starting point, but like to have like these motherfuckers eating cabbage soup for dinner. God damn it!
That cabbage
Like,
water, baby.
I was like,
boy,
damn. these
they
motherfuckers
was
broke.
tearing that room up, boy. That. It's a good thing they had holes in
It
the
wasn't
roof,
even
'cause
cabbage in it. It was just
boy,
water.
They're also
It was just
saying-
water, just hot water.
They're saying if this poor kid, because I actually love that movie, if he hooked up with Steve Jobs or some shit, then his life would be better. If he got with this great inventor that
That's the
made all
equivalent.
this stuff and pulled him out of power, then we all know that's bullshit. Like fucking Jeff Bezos ain't hanging out with no fucking broke ass Black kid.
No.
I just like the way you say it.
I mean, it goes to show you the narratives. We don't even tell ourselves. Remember when the banker was the bad guy in the movie? The bankers
Wow,
were
that
that
was-
farm.
That was like all through like the 80s and the 90s, big time.
And
They'd
actually
come
before
through and
that,
ruin
yeah.
everything.
That came out of Depression era. People were losing their.
I need your
farms.
house.
But now, capitalist culture don't want you looking at the banks as bad no more. So they're not the bad guy anymore. Now it's because you.
They're the saviors.
Yeah. Now it's the people selling drugs are the bad people, like and terrorism and illegal immigrants. But they don't show what they used to show back when there was more white solidarity.
Nancy, man.
Nancy.
Man.
Eh.
You never gave me the dirty coppers. Nancy.
Yeah. Oh, that's a whole nother topic. The game.
They would have got away with it too.
Like, where did you learn all criminal? Like, man, have you seen white crime movies? Like, it was all white crime. White on white crime.
Fill him full of lead, Rocky. Fill him full of lead.
Yes. I I love those phrases
Go ahead
from
and
back
dumb it down the
then.
river.
Why don't we talk
They
like that
gave him some
anymore?
cement boots and put him in the water.
I was watching a James
Slimming with the
Cagney movie,
fishies.
and he said, "I gotta
Hit him
get
with
my
some
gat."
concrete shoes. Get rid
I
of him.
didn't know gat was from that. He was like, "I gotta get
Yeah.
my gat." I was like, "That's
Yeah, that was back way back in the day. That wasn't no black turn. That was way back in the 40s.
I know it's
I
short
got
for
my
Gatling
gat.
gun, but I didn't know they had already made it into slang in the 40s.
Yeah, see, I got my Gatsy. Yeah,
Yeah.
you never take me alive, coppers. Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck you, coppers. Yeah.
And you could trace crime throughout the different cultures and see who had to participate in it to make it in America. And what's interesting is, what do we say about poor people? That they're destined to be criminals. They're gonna sell drugs. But think about how hard it is to fucking be a criminal, man.
I feel like that's
Like,
a
I'm
very
too
hard
lazy to be a criminal. Like, I cannot just
I'd be
go
so
out
stressed
there
out.
and put
Yeah,
my
look
life
here,
into
see,
you.
we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna, Johnny, you're gonna go down to the docks. To the docks? I don't want to go down
Yes,
to the docks.
By
Especially in
myself,
Gotham.
just
Think about the
Johnny!
criminals in Gotham, though. They had it the worst. Just-
Like,
You
I just
mind
got
your own
back. I just
business?
smoked
They,
a
No.
cigar.
they getting
Criminals in
punched by a
Gotham.
billionaire.
The residents.
yeah, you getting punched by a rich guy
You
because
getting
you trying to
punched
make a little extra money. You know what I'm saying?
And ironically enough, he's the reason why you broke in the first place, because Wayne Enterprises
Well-
needs to be
Shut
broken.
down shit.
I'm like, what is Wayne Enterprises intern system like? Like, who are we hiring here? Like, what is going on
You're not
Bruce
hiring
is going
nobody.
on.
at all?
Bruce
Yeah,
is
look,
quick to
look, I
hire
mean,
people.
Bruce-
And
who
I
are
love
down on their luck.
Bruce.
Like,
He
He said at
hire
the
people
beginning,
down on their luck.
everybody got to shut down factory in their city. Who shut down
Everybody gotta shut
factories?
up,
Bruce
yeah.
Wayne.
Yeah, the Wayne,
That's why-
Wayne Tower.
See, LexCorp don't look so bad
Hold
now,
on.
does it?
Look,
LexCorp-
I'm gonna shut my mouth before my door gets kicked in because y'all
Well, look, a lot-
Bruce
a
come
lot-
in,
a lot
swear
of
to me.
superhero-
Swear to
a lot of
me.
superhero mythos comes from Randianism, objectivism. And once you understand that, you realize, oh, okay, how come everybody's a rich white man that's also enterprising, but also wants to go out and,
Beat up
save
criminals.
Yeah, it's just because it comes from that Randian, Nietzschean Ubermensch mentality. But like we all know today, that first of all, Batman would have black sidekicks if he getting street kids. That's one.
Period.
Two, he'd also be exclusively beating up on marginalized people. But this motherfucker fighting district attorneys and aristocrats and shit.
Not the DA. He just be beating
Think about
everybody's
it.
ass.
Think about it. Think about
He
it.
be holding people from buildings. I'm like, what's
And
going
that's-
on?
And then he
That's how
break
they-
their jaw and make them talk. Like, how you gonna talk with a broken jaw?
That's
Punch
how,
him in
that's
the
how
jaw.
Batman cleverly was able to kind of
Talk.
flip slide the obvious stuff that, oh man, he's beating up fucking aristocrats and fucking lawyers.
He's going
He's
to
not going-
galas,
he's
like
not
busting
going-
into balls and
He's not
busting
going after
balls.
he's not going to half the
To beat street
GCPD
thugs.
who's crooked in the first place and saying like, Jim, this guy's no good. I'm gonna whoop his ass and then that's it.
Yeah.
He's not doing that.
No,
Like
no.
you said, he's going after the DAs. He's like, Harvey
The
was
mayor
a
of
good man.
Detroit.
Like, he was a good man. What the hell?
Not the
What's his name?
mayor of Detroit.
Kwame Quickpatrick, he went after him. Like, how you go after mayors, my guy?
Crushed his throat. Doesn't
but-
care.
Talk.
We're getting ready to wrap up, but so Terry, how can everybody find you? Tell them about your product.
Man,
where
I
they
feel
can
like
find
you asked me that a long time ago and I never answered. Yeah,
No, he
it's
did.
my fault, it's
Terry
my
with
fault.
the art.
Terry, just pretty
Oh,
much
Terry.
Terry Hosted Art. You type that in
Google.
and get you to all my pages. My wife convinced me to quit trying to have a fruity frou-frou name and just basically use my name as my business name instead
Hold
of.
on, what was the fruity?
What was he gonna use?
So I had imaginary concepts with a damn brain as a logo, which never use a brain for a logo. It's so pretentious. And then I had hero
That's
art
smart.
and hero press and all that. Because in the beginning I was trying to hide from Marvel and DC because I didn't know when they were going to shut me down for basically doing all this unlicensed art. But it comes to find out you're not hiding from them if you're an artist out there. They know what you're doing if you're on a big enough scale. And two, as long as you respect the brand and as long as you basically don't try to do merchandise and sell toys and all that shit, they don't come after you. It's a privilege, not a right. But they people, how do you get away with the license? It's like you don't really get away with it. They just don't police it. It's like marijuana.
Well, well.
But marijuana, you can tell I don't smoke. It's like marijuana.
I was just gonna
Wacky
say he
tobacco.
did say it like that. He said
Yeah,
like he was
marijuana.
like he was wearing a wire. I'm like, what's going on?
They got marijuana.
We got a few of those green T-shirts.
Zip it
for sale
up and
over there.
zip it out.
See, nah.
I'm like an
Yo,
inverse.
hey.
I'm like an inverse where like most of my family did drugs, sex, and rock and roll. So to rebel, I'm like, I'm gonna get married to the same woman. Have all my
I'm gonna
kids,
keep my
one
family
person.
together.
I'm gonna show you
I'm
guys.
gonna show you, and that's literally what I did. So like, I'm like the square, I'm like the black sheep and the fucking square of the family. It's weird.
We're gonna be functional.
Like, yeah, I'm like the one that
We're gonna talk about
Gary
our
has a
feelings.
happy family.
Gary talks about his feelings, y'all.
He communicates effectively with his wife.
He admits he has man crushes. But
Ah!
you know, let me tell you before we wrap up how I discovered the man crush. It was fucking because of Fight Club. White dudes do not shut the fuck up about Tyler Durden and Fight Club. And you can tell, like, you want to fuck him.
I love
Like,
Fight Club.
You don't even know it yet, but you have a crush on Brad Pitt. Like, nah. He's just such a good actor, man. Like,
He's just so cool.
No, you want to fuck Tyler Durden. They're still obsessed with him to this day.
A lot
like
of
you,
men
Chris
act like
Hansen.
that about Drake. I hear some men the way they talk about Drake, and I'm like, do you want to suck his dick now or later? Like,
But
Drake
hey,
doesn't
check this
know you.
out. Come to find out, I didn't know this. Obviously, nobody did at the time. The writer of the book Fight Club is gay. Like it was definitely meant to be homoerotic.
Oh,
And I picked up on. I'm like, dude, this is like, you know, male on male
That was-
fantasy. They
That was
just
the light
kind of.
bulb moment.
I mean,
then.
they
That was
did
the light
seem
bulb
kind of
moment.
close.
I've never really seen it like that, but I never seen the movie. But
Okay, well,
sure.
you're not gonna not be able to see it that way now.
Yeah, now that I've seen.
yeah,
it.
now
Now-
it changes if I
now
go
that I'm
watch him.
looking,
Like
I'm
this is really gay. Like
And
not even trying to be
I'm not
funny.
making it gay. The
Yeah,
movie's
I
fucking
know.
gay. The movie is fucking gay. Like for good, for bad, or whatever. Like, but so to deny it is stupid too. Like, no, it's not gay. It's straight. Like, nah, that movie gay as hell.
No, don't talk about it like that. No, leave Britney alone.
Not leave Britney alone. You know that there's a lot of straight men listening like that. They're like, no.
I don't want to hear this.
I
No,
don't have
la, 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 la.
a gay white man trapped inside my body. Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You got Achilles trapped inside you. But anyway,
Ooh, that's a good one.
look, man,
He's so
Troy,
nice.
the movie Troy sucks except for it doesn't.
Oh,
Like if
true.
you watch it to pass a paper in school, you're getting a fucking F. Because that shit ain't accurate at all.
No, but they look good. I'm like
But
Orlando
if you
Bloom,
watch it, because
Brad
once
Pitt.
again, you got a man crush on Brad Pitt, you'll enjoy it.
and he looks the fuck good. You know, I feel like I know when a man looks really good when not only am I drooling over him, but I'm also like, I need to go harder in the gym.
There you
Your
go.
body is crazy.
And that's you actually hit the tenet of what a man crush is. Fucking nobody came out of 300 that's a guy fucking not want to go to the gym. Like we knew,
Yeah.
me and all our homies, we all fat fucks after we watched 300. Like, damn, man, like I want to roll up with my motherfucking shirt off.
Yeah,
and
with
whip
my
a bunch
crew,
of motherfucking
pretty much.
Like baby oil.
exactly.
They went to war with baby oil and capes.
And it's
That movie was a
and
male
feathered hair.
That was a male chick flick. That was a male chick
Male
flick.
chick
Like,
flick.
we all wanted to go get makeup on and get done up and walk out like half
This is
naked.
Sparta.
Yeah.
Like you
love
mean to
that
tell me
movie.
none of y'all motherfuckers was fat? Like none of y'all.
None, not even the people in the back, because I've
None
watched
of
that movie
y'all?
several times. You can look at the
Like-
extras.
Like,
Everybody
none of y'all.
is chiseled out.
Yeah.
Like you looking in the bag of like you got to have at least one.
300 people
But
and
look,
none of
but
y'all
look,
was like eating
the
too
new-
much
the
hummus.
The new generation looking
Extra,
at
just
drug
eating
scenes like,
extra.
I want to be like that dude with all the drip.
right.
Child.
Like I want to be like him. So like
It's a dude. Speaking of which, it's a dude who really got a diamond tear put in his face.
Please stop.
Yeah.
I swear to God.
Are we talking
Black
about this
people.
tomorrow? Are we
No, I don't
talking-
know. That's just dumb. Yeah, I'm talking about
look,
it.
I'll
I'm
tell
looking at
y'all
the
what. Obviously, we got copious amounts of subject matters that we can go into. Y'all can bring me on as just like a thing. I don't even got to be the guy. Just
Well, you're
you
the
know,
new host because you
anytime.
already shitted on him. So that's-
Yeah, you just kind of
Is this your kid?
like for right here. You're talking about
I'm
this
the
is
captain. No,
this is
and
my
he jumped in his
captain.
face talking about what you want for Christmas. What are you hoping for?
Hey, I was like, I had to step back because Chris asked me. He was like, yeah, Chris. So what do you want,
It was-
nigga?
Yeah,
it was
Chris.
tag team,
Besides
man.
your show back,
Tag
what you
team,
ain't
man.
never gonna
Man,
get.
see that look he was giving him was very Tupac and
Tag team,
Juice.
man.
He was giving him that Tupac and
The
Juice.
Tupac
look.
and Juice.
Yeah.
I got the juice.
I got the juice now, Chris. Look
I
at
got
me.
He said, at first, when you
Hey.
said I was trying to take your show,
I took it.
Man, you know what?
Okay.
Speaking of juice, I actually missed the era when like we had anti-gang movies. People barely remember that.
Yeah,
Like,
there
No,
was
there was a time. Yeah, there
It was
was
like,
a
don't
time.
get in the gang, kid. Don't sell drugs, kids.
That was kind of like
Little
the,
Tommy.
the
Don't do
moral.
it. Stay
Yeah.
off the streets. Now it's like go
Now-
out there and
Nah,
beat
it-
somebody, Tommy.
Now it's
But see,
power.
that's
It's
yeah,
power.
not, yeah,
like,
exactly. You get
you gotta do
You
what
are
you
not
gotta
gonna
do.
get on power like that. Leave power alone.
Well, see, let's,
Ty-
but let's
Tyreek
face
is
it.
doing the best he can for that family. Okay.
Izzy.
Is he though?
House
Really?
Oh, he is. We can talk about that off this because I ain't even gonna get us into another hour because I am now
Hey,
a fan
have
of
all y'all
Tyreek
seen
St.
Sorry to
Patrick.
bother you yet?
Yes, I loved
Okay,
it.
because that's for us. That's
Oh,
for white
yeah,
Oh,
people.
God, I
Keith
loved it.
Stanfield.
Like I couldn't believe we got our own movie. Like holy shit!
Got one.
It was perfect.
That
Especially-
twist.
And I
especially
was a
twist.
telemarketer. And
Yeah,
Brandon,
I'm like,
I was
you
doing
worked in a
the
call
same
center, and I'm like, use your white voice. I'm
thing.
like,
Use your white voice.
This is
Okay,
my
wait.
white
I'm
voice.
talking Will
Oh,
Smith. I'm talking.
No, I'm not gonna put Brandy out there like that. I was like, what
Mm.
is your white voice?
Never mind. It's every day.
pretty much. And like, I literally felt like that. Like, I feel like my regular speaking voice has more bass to it.
Dude,
And-
I was in fucking Canada, not to cut you off, and a motherfucker was like, "Where are you from? Indiana?" I was like, "How the fuck?"
Gary, Indiana.
I thought I was being non-regional.
No,
Come
you know what
on.
You know what I've heard before when I lived in Omaha and I worked for ESPN, they told me the reason they hire a lot of people is in that area because there's a lot of
Military
call
correct?
centers there is
Oh.
because we don't sound like we're from anywhere. So they're like, we want
You're
that at the call
nondescript.
centers. Yeah. So your voice is racially
But you get that
ambiguous.
from
And I'm
being a
like,
military,
oh.
like military kids have
All
that too.
day,
Yeah.
military all day.
Yeah.
Because as soon as we got back to the
You're
States and I was
voically
spending summers
ambiguous.
elsewhere, I was getting dragged. I'm like, I thought I talked like y'all. And my cousins in Philly is like, bitch, you don't talk like us. And I'm like, I thought I was one of y'all.
Man,
Yo, B,
yeah. I had
this
a
is
white dude tell
crazy.
me, he was
Right,
like,
right. That's me as fuck. I'm like, yo, guys, are we gonna go to the gas station and get
So
some?
are we gonna smoke that weed, my good
I had
man?
this white
You
dude
got
from
any of the
Seattle tell me-
stickiest of the icky? And they're
I
like,
do say.
He was like, man,
Like,
I don't
look,
understand
he couldn't even get it
half
out.
the
He
words
couldn't
you
get it
use
out.
sometimes, man. I was like, damn.
and you
I
don't
thought-
even. I don't even feel like I have a super extensive vocabulary. But you say something, and you're like, you didn't know what that meant. Like you couldn't even do a context clue thing. Like you didn't
My
know what
wife
that
just
meant.
called me out on that shit the other day. I used the word hypnagogic. She was like, that sounds like
What?
a Terry word.
Oh,
You like that word,
I
don't
love
you?
you, Leah.
I was like, I do like it. Like
What is that?
it mean it's the state between being awake and being asleep.
Oh
like-
shit! You learn something
Oh.
every day because I've never
Yeah,
heard
you
that
gotta say-
Look, now he about to
Yeah.
tear that shit up.
You old hypnagogic niggas out here, they all doing this, doing the most.
No. Well, I guess it could work. You old half sleep niggas.
Y'all ain't
have-
woke.
Half sleep niggers sounds a lot better.
You're dreaming. Yours sounded a little racist, actually. You put the hard ER on it.
She
Like,
did put
It's
the
the
hard
voice.
R on it.
Yeah.
Like,
I
It's
jumped a
the
little bit like, oh.
Brandy. All right,
God.
I did not
It's
know
the
that.
voice, not Brandy. and
You neck twirling bastard.
For shame, I'm sorry.
Oh man. But
Oh,
yeah.
dishonored
So,
the people. I'm
Let
gonna
me
go hit
wrap-
that raff.
Let me wrap this up.
everybody's still
I'm
here.
on a
I'm-
2-hour hit. DC, tell them what's up. Going to
Huh?
close the spots. We're going to close the spots. What you want to close out with? Go ahead.
Watch Hamilton because that's how Brandy talks every day.
like fast.
Ew.
Like
You.
Thou does not know what you're doing. Thank you very much.
gotcha.
What the shit tomorrow? We'll be live at 7. We're doing a year in review / preview for next year. So follow us everywhere. What the shit? Brandy's our new editor in chief to get all the women folk to gussy up the page a little bit, make it look
Gussy
a
it
little,
up. 'Cause it's
Gussy
a
up. What
fucking
we-
mess.
little less caveman and
Hey,
more
hey,
Wow.
universal.
Future is brown and female. Remember that shit.
I know.
Like,
I couldn't
we-
get that one girl from but so I got the next best thing.
Wow.
You got Brandy.
man.
What the fuck?
Your political
Time
capital.
out. Time the fuck out. You
fucked
telling
that
me
up
there
like
was
a Tony
another.
Hawk trick, man. Like you were accruing points and they just all collapsed. Like, oh,
I fell. Like
Oh.
Sonic dropping the
Like, he
rings.
literally just likes to see the world burn. He just like pulled the.
There go that
I'm
bridge.
gay, too.
Some men
Guess
just
when
like
I
to
walk
see the
the
world
wild
burn.
I'm that
My
guy. I'll stand on the bridge with you while it burns. It's toasty.
They're like, why is he doing this? He's like, it's about sending a message. Why?
Yeah, it's not the money. It's just that I like to see the chaos. What happens?
Yeah.
Brandy,
The
what-
psychological fact of it that,
Anyway,
psychologically.
I was gonna say,
Hypnagogic.
follow and watch What the Shit, but now that I ain't shit because he apparently had another bitch that was supposed to do this shit.
Oh,
Fuck that
Cardinal.
shit. You
Cardinal
can
sin.
watch.
Cardinal sin.
You can like and follow.
I guess I said that out loud, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
No, you were the first choice for real.
I was the only choice.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Whatever helps you sleep at light
You
at
know,
night,
you had a
You keep
chance. Like,
talking. You
The
keep
trap
talking.
door had closed back up, and you were like,
He
you
doesn't
had a
care.
magic-
Ah!
I think I
Waka,
won.
waka.
Now when I'm editing the page, it's gonna be nothing but like Tyler Durden memes and all type of shit on that bitch now.
That is.
Thanks for letting me.
You're gonna get a whole
do
different crowd if you do that. If you know
No way.
that.
you'll get the
What
Proud
the
Boys.
shit?
what the shit? What the shit?
Anyway, follow me on Instagram with our Golden
The
Goddess
bidet.
page. Yes, for bidet. When a free bidet finished it, following Golden Goddess, but we're
Oh.
on Facebook and
That
Instagram.
just went weird in my mind. The golden goddess
I
showers
literally thought
to
the
the
same
bidet. That is okay.
If we get
How'd you get it so warm?
if we get to about 100 followers, DC will hook you up with a Golden Goddess
The
Oh,
bidet
bubbles.
shower.
That pause scared me. I was like, no, he doesn't have that much urine to go around.
I don't.
Not urine.
I'm gonna have to drink a lot of
You're
stuff, man.
You said it like the shit that be reading it back to you on the phone. It's
Exactly.
urine.
Exactly. I medicalized that shit. You're right.
Oh, my
Follow us on The Triangle. That's another podcast I do. I'm doing too much right now. Follow Oh So You're Brandy just to do it and see my selfies because I'll be working on my fitness. And watch Attack on Titan. Season 4 just came out. That shit goes hard.
I read
And-
the books.
If you haven't, Irene, so the fuck what?
I'm one of them, but I already know what's gonna happen now.
I hate those people. We need a whole episode about those gatekeepers.
You gotta get subtitles.
It's
Oh
coming.
yeah,
It's
you
coming.
you subs? But I am a bit of that person.
Bitch, I don't know Chinese.
Okay. And watch Castlevania because I'm still like pushing that because the last season was fucking incredible. So if you ain't
Yeah, I
watched
watched
it, watch it because that shit, them last 3 episodes, season 3, over. So I'm ready for that.
You can watch Blurred's Eye View on YouTube. You can catch us anywhere on social media. You can listen to it anywhere on podcasts. And Brandy is also our editor for Blurred's Eye View. So
Doing so much. I
and
mean,
unlike DC, she was my first choice.
Oh, she was my first choice.
oh, you lying because your voice went up. Lying
Mickey Mouse.
ass. Lying ass. What the fuck was that? Mickey Mouse head ass.
I believe him, yo. I don't know why, but I do.
Oh man, I want to thank Terry Huddleston for coming on,
Yay.
talking just about everything with us, and he's definitely coming back again.
He's fantastic.
One time for Terry. Hold on, it's a long one. So let's bow, take it in. The people love it.
So until next time, remember to educate yourself and others, entertain yourself and others, and empower yourself and others. I'm your host, Chris Fury, with Cosplay Diva and DC. We're out.
Hold on, Chris.
Titty sprinkles.
Yeah.
Why is he here?
For that reason alone, good night. Good evening.
Good night, everybody.
Make sure to listen to Blurred's Eye View with your host Chris G on any of your favorite outlets, including Google Podcasts, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Be sure to visit our website at blackgamuttentertainment.com and get the latest on news on our podcast, giveaways, and contests. That's Black Gamut Entertainment, GAMUT Entertainment.com. And thank you for listening.